Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about inflectional endings. Before we start, let's review the following concepts. Root word is a word with no prefix or suffix added to it. A root word has meaning on its own. For example, the words legal, form, and norm. The other concept is grammatical properties. These are attributes of words such as tense and plurality. So, what are inflectional endings? Inflectional endings are parts added to the end of root words to change grammatical properties. We will study the following inflectional endings: s, es, ed, and ing. Let's see an example that illustrates the concepts we have seen. So we have the root word book. When we add the inflectional ending s, we have the plural form books. So this inflectional ending changed the grammatical property of plurality. Let's start with the inflectional endings s and es. Adding the inflectional endings s or es can make a word plural, that is, turning a singular noun to a plural one. For example, to the root word tree, we can add the ending s and create its plural form, trees, changing the grammatical property of plurality. In the case of the word bench, adding the ending es also creates its plural form, benches, and changes the grammatical property of plurality. Also, the inflectional endings s or es can change a word to its present tense verb form. In this case, these endings change the grammatical property of tense. Let's see some examples. If we add the ending s to the word dance, we create its present tense verb form, dances, changing the grammatical property of tense. In the case of the word watch, adding the ending es also creates its present tense verb form, watches, a change in the grammatical property of tense. The next inflectional ending is ed. This ending changes a word to its past tense verb form. Remember that regular verbs have ed endings in the past tense. Let's take a look at some examples. If we add ed at the end of the word laugh, we create its past tense verb form, laughed. This inflectional ending changes the grammatical property of tense. In the case of the word look, adding the ending ed also creates its past tense verb form, looked. The last inflectional ending is ing. This ending changes a word to its present participle verb form. So, ing changes the grammatical category of tense. Keep in mind that this verb form indicates that something is currently happening. Let's see some examples. If we add ing to the word cook, we create its present participle verb form, cooking, changing the grammatical property of tense. In the case of the word work, adding the inflectional ending ing also creates its present participle verb form, working. Now, let's do some practice. Complete the following sentences with the correct inflectional endings. You can pause the video to do it and then check the answer. The answer is, yesterday I walked to my friend's house. We add the inflectional ending ed to create the past tense verb form. The answer is, we wash the dishes. The inflectional ending es changes a word to its plural form. The answer is, the cat catches the toy. The es ending makes the word a present tense verb. So remember, inflectional endings are added at the end of root words to create other words. The endings s and es change a word to its plural or present tense verb form. ed changes a word to its past tense verb form, and the inflectional ending ing changes a word to its present participle verb form. Thanks for watching.